Welcome back everyone. The Jupyter Notebook and Sublime Text 3 editors. Here in this video, I'll talk about Jupyter Notebook, Sublime Text, and a quick hands-on exercise running your first Python code. The Jupyter Notebook is an open source web application that allows you to create and share documents that contain live code, equations, visualizations, and narrative text. Uses includes data cleaning and transformation, numerical simulation, statistical modeling, data visualization, machine learning, and much more. Jupyter Notebook, formerly known as IPython Notebook, is a web-based interactive computational environment for creating Jupyter Notebook documents. Project Jupyter's operating philosophy is to support interactive data science and scientific computing across all programming languages by development of open source software. Isn't it really great? Sublime Text, on the other hand, is a simple editor that can be installed on all modern operating systems. Sublime Text lets you run almost all of your programs directly from the editor instead of through a terminal. Your code runs in a terminal session embedded in the Sublime Text window, which makes it easy to see the output. Sublime Text is a beginner-friendly editor, but many professional programmers use it as well. If you become comfortable using it while learning Python, you can continue using it as you progress to larger and more complicated projects. Sublime Text has a very liberal licensing policy. You can use the editor free of charge as long as you want. But the developers request that you purchase a license if you like it and want to keep using it. As I said in the previous video, the Jupyter Notebook is already part of your Anaconda installation. All you need to do is launch it from the Anaconda Navigator page. It will then open your default web browser to this URL, by default http://localhost:8888. However, remember that it is running in your local machine and does not use the internet. When the notebook opens in your browser, you will see the notebook dashboard, which will show you a list of notebook files, subdirectories in the directory where the notebook server was started. Most of the time, you will wish to start a notebook server in the highest level of directory containing notebooks. Often this will be your home directory, if I can say. Let's do some hands-on by writing your first line of code in Jupyter Notebook and Sublime Text 3. See you there. All right. Time for us to launch the Anaconda Navigator from the Start menu. Let's give a few seconds for the application to get launched. All right, so here you see the Anaconda Navigator page is up. All you need to do is now go to Jupyter Notebook section and click on Launch. So I have two screens, so it has launched on my another computer screen, so which I brought it up over here. This is how it looks when you open the Jupyter Notebook. So we'll go ahead and create a new file. So you can click on New and Python 3 under the notebook. I'll talk more about the appearance and how it executes a command. For now, let's type our first Python script, print, and then in the parentheses, let's put hello world. All right, and then click to execute this command by saying run. You can see the output here, hello world. And Now this is the command which the Jupyter Notebook executed. As you see over here, it says code, right? And for example, if you want to give a comment, you can choose markdown so that you see that in what was written on the previous line of the code, it's not there. So you can type here comment. This is my first Python code. So if you see that, when you press the enter, it just goes to the next line. What you need to do, just press shift and enter. That's as good as running. If you want to know more about the different command or shortcuts, you can go to the help menu and keyboard shortcut. There are tons of keyboard shortcuts available there. You can use as per your convenience. All right, now let's go ahead and save this file. File menu, save as. You can give hello underscore world. Click on save. Awesome. If you notice the file which we have just saved under the home page, right? The file is being saved as hello underscore world dot ipynb, IPython notebook. That's an extension here versus our regular text editors like Sublime Text or Notepad when you write your Python code and saving it as .py. The difference is that if you double click on this particular file from your home directory, you will never be able to, open this into a notebook. What you need to do really, launch the Jupyter Python notebook and under navigator and point to this file and double click on this file to open it, right? That's the difference. All right, let's do the same thing using the Sublime Text 3 editor. Let me launch the application here. Okay, so I have my Sublime Text opened up. So I type my first command here, print, and in double quotes inside a parenthesis is hello world. And there are two ways to save this file. One, by clicking on the file menu, save as, give the file name as hello underscore world .py if you have all files there. Underneath that's the save as type, or you can choose Python extension like this and then save the file. It does the same thing. So let me choose this way. I said the first one, all files and .py. Right, so I saved it on the desktop. All right, so if you notice that I have the hello underscore world py Python file is on the desktop. So how do I execute this? All I need to do is that launch the command. All right, so I have two screens on my computer. So let me bring it over here. So just to check whether I have Python is installed on the path or mention the path variable. Yes, I do see all the files in the path variable. All right, so now let's execute the file. But before that, I need to change the directory to desktop since I've kept the file in the desktop. All right, and that I have done by using the command cd, change directory to desktop. I'm in the desktop. Let me execute my Python file by typing Python hello underscore world .py. There you go. I can see the result, hello world, on the screen. There is another way to execute. I can just type Python So you see the 3 angle brackets. You can run your command here. Say for example, if I want to print, so it's a Python prompt, print, in parentheses, I type hello world inside the double quotes, close it. You can see the result there. If I want to exit from the Python, if you see over here, I can exit it by typing quit or Control Z. Okay, so I'm back to my prompt. Cool. What really happens when you run hello_world.py? Let's take a closer look at what Python does when you run hello_world.py. As it turns out, Python does a fair amount of work even when it runs a simple program, hello_world.py, to print hello world, right? The ending.py indicates that the file is a Python program. Your computer then runs the file through the Python interpreter which you have installed with Anaconda application, which reads through the program and determines what each word in the program means. For example, when the interpreter sees the word print followed by parentheses, it prints to the screen whatever is inside the parentheses. As you write your programs and saved it as .py, your editor highlights different parts of your program in different ways. So if you see in the Sublime Text and Jupyter Notebook, the color of print and hello world is different, right? It recognizes the print is the name of a function and displays that word in one color, and it recognizes hello world which is definitely inside the double quotes, is not a Python code, and displays that phrase in a different color. This feature is called syntax highlighting, and it's quite useful as you start to write your programs. Great. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. See you soon in the next video. Have a nice day.